I mean, it was good. It was gonna end up like that anyway. I mean,
Went to a bachelor party this weekend to complete the cycle. You know, you went to
oh,
funeral.
what?
I went to a bachelor party. Yeah, it was craziness.
How was it?
I'm fucking old, yo. Like, I was like mad cocky and arrogant the next day because I'm like, all right, yo, 4 hours of sleep. I'm ripping, running around. I'm good. Yo, once nighttime hit, and then the next day, and the next day,
Yo,
I was like, yo,
you needed a
dog, I'm
couple days of
dying.
recovery.
Yeah, I was dying.
So
Like,
it was a good time though.
It was a blast.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, "Yo, I'm old." I was trying to get out of there at like 10:30. This nigga trying to get home before the sun goes down. Like,
We got there like what, 10:30?
Oh shit!
I mean, I just wanted to say hi and bye, yo.
Listen, I was gonna stick around, man. Had my mask on the whole time. Threw some dollar bills around. It was good times.
That sounds like a good time.
I got video of Zara putting dollar bills in the stripper's thong. It was crazy.
Yeah. I think it's hilarious that once you get ready to like really share, you just went and threw your man under the bus like that.
No, he wants to know, man. He was like, yo, tag me in the shit.
Oh shit! All right.
Like, all right.
Zara's a wild boy, man.
Yo, yeah.
Let me tell you right now, all right? Yeah, it was wild. I kept trying to give him singles. I'm like, yo, Zara, just go throw some around. And he's like, nah.
Nah, he wants to be up close and personal. He's got to pull the G string back, tuck it in there, and make sure she got the money. I feel you.
That was the bare minimum that was happening.
Oh, okay.
No, it didn't get that crazy.
I was gonna say, you trying to censor your shit today?
No. I didn't do anything crazy.
Necessities,
I didn't do anything crazy. I just tossed some dollar bills. That's all.
All right.
Yeah, man, it was fun.
Was there any dry conversation?
It wasn't that kind of place, man.
No, okay. I never know with you, man. Sometimes you pull out morals and scruples at like weird situations.
Yo, listen, man. There's not no morals.
Like, are you really doing this?
Do
Are you okay with this?
I'm not trying to save them first and foremost. I'm just conversating. I'm just kicking it.
Yeah.
Are you tired of being on the pole?
Never asked that. If anything, I just asked him about the job. It's like, yo, so what's this about?
You can. Everett College is accepting applications.
Yo, I don't know if Nappz can see me teeing up for it. He's like, nah, nigga, nah.
Are we live? We live.
Yes.
Okay, so I ain't gonna curse.
I'm sure I already fucking did. Welcome to the Not So Soft podcast. My name is Neno Rocwell, and with me today is Senator Nappz.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. After last week's short pod, the chat room, the next episode is going to be a short pod. I think it's only like 40 minutes.
Oh shit!
I really enjoy these short pods, so let's just keep them short.
I'm saying. Shout out to everybody listening, but fuck out of here.
And Kino the Great.
Yo.
I actually didn't think I was gonna enjoy the short pod, but yeah, like I said, we nailed all the shit on the list. So yeah, you're not gonna get no pushback from me.
Good.
Clearly everybody had a good time this weekend. That's all good. Everybody feeling good? Everybody feeling great?
Yeah,
how's your guys' mental health?
I took a nap earlier, so I was good.
Took a nap? All right. Everybody getting 3 squares? 8 hours of sleep?
7
3 hots in a cot?
7 at most.
7?
I think something's gotta be said, man. We got really aim for 8.
But
I can't really sleep in the 8. If I get 8, I'm tired throughout the day, man. I can do like 6 or 7 is like my max. Anytime I go over that, I feel sluggish the whole day.
Yo, niggas is crazy. I'll do 13 in a heartbeat. If I can get a good routine going, I can do 6.5, 7 hours. I can do that shit. Maybe even 6 hours. I could do that shit. But I gotta get a routine going. I have to set my mind and be like, all right, this week I'm doing 6 hours, and I got to do 6 hours for a week. And then the following week, I'll be like, all right, I'm good to go. But I got to keep it's a routine. I just got to keep it going.
Nah, like 13 hours is like my vacation though.
Yeah, I want to be on vacation every day. But nah, I feel you. I feel it. But everybody feeling good. Everybody feeling great. Say what?
Still ain't got no job.
I work. Everybody feeling good? Everybody feeling great?
Yo, good.
All
Very
right,
good.
man. It's been another slow week, so I'm glad we're gonna have another short podcast.
I'm actually happy about that.
Say what?
I'm actually very happy about that.
Bet. What's new and exciting in the world, guys?
Where do you guys
Let's
wanna
just
start?
kick it off with something short. J. Cole dropped a
Is that
track.
an EP or a song?
No, the song's called Heaven's EP.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And man, when that guy wants to come outside to play, it's
Different?
It's different, man. And it's funny because like he put a part in there about y'all talking about the top two, Kendrick and Drake.
Mhm.
It was like he just knew that talk was outside, so he had to just put something out to remind y'all that he's up there with them.
Mhm.
So, and he was going, that was bar heavy in that one there. Like that's a J. Cole. Those
yeah?
were those J. Cole specialties. Those are like the Friday Night Light
Mhm.
freestyles back in the day. Like that's how it was. So yeah,
Rappers should flood the block again.
Hmm?
So rappers should flood the block again. Why?
You gotta recognize though, J. Cole's album is still on play for me at this point. So
Same.
So a couple of the albums have come and gone. J. Cole's one is still there. So
Yeah, that stayed for me.
Mhm.
It's not a good year for music. It's just weird.
I don't think it's not a good year for music. I think we just have enough time to look around and be like, yo, y'all can't do this. Y'all can't do the subpar stuff and let it rock. And I don't even mean like just the art. I mean, just as consumers, we're spoiled. We want the entire rollout. We want all the videos. We want all the interviews. We want all the good music. We want the music that we want. Like, and I mean, I don't know if that's a negative thing, but everything has to be the top of the creme de la creme in order for it to stick around. And I mean, it's good and bad.
I disagree on some of the extra fluff. I'd push back and say probably just the music.
Well, I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the general consumer, right? I mean, to be perfectly honest, like in this climate, Cardi B couldn't put out her first album right now and let that rock. It wouldn't work. Not without all of the extra rollout and stuff like that. I mean, her first album was a good album. I mean, but it wouldn't have survived if it just dropped. It wouldn't have done the same thing. Like we need all the rollout.
Okay.
And I'm talking the general consumer. Like I said, Freddie Gibbs could drop tomorrow and it's probably going to be one of the best albums of the year. So
that Benny album is still on repeat for me too.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
Pyrex Picasso. That's still
Same.
Griselda can do that. Like I said, it's certain artists can do that.
Tyler's on there too. For me,
I still gotta take that.
You should. It's a good album.
I know.
It's a good album.
Tyler's album's there for me too. It's it was just good to see Cole come outside because normally Cole drops an album and then he disappears for so long, but he must have heard all the talking. He must have heard, and the beat that he chose. I don't remember which track it is off of Drake's album, but
it's a Drake record.
Yeah, it's a Drake record.
Oh,
I can't remember what it's called.
I don't remember which one it is. But it like when I heard that beat originally, I thought J. Cole should have been on it. Like that was a feature that if Drake got a J. Cole feature on it, cool. But I heard Cole as soon as I heard the beat. And I was like, once he did it, I was like, makes sense. Because you can tell when you hear certain beats, you can tell the artist that should be on it.
Yeah.
And that was one of them. So
also the way that certain producers move and stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if J. Cole had like somebody shop that beat around and J. Cole had a version of it.
No, he probably heard the beat because he's J. Cole, Drake, those guys are getting the same folder of beats.
Same beat packs.
And Cole probably heard it, and they said, "Yo, this is a beat that Drake has already," and he was like, "All right, I'm not touching it now. Let Drake put out the album because Cole and Drake are cool. Let Drake put out the album. I'll just put out a freestyle after it, right?" But nah, it was dope. It was dope. I suggest y'all go check it out. Heaven's
Anybody's opinions change on the Drake album?
No.
Okay.
I still like certain songs. I don't like other songs.
I like that Rick Ross record a lot more now. Wayne's Verzuz.
That was my favorite record
too.
Now I realize that, and the best part about that one was I had to listen to it edited at work, and just listening to the Wayne's part of how they had to censor it, like back in the day, that made me feel like, all right, this elevated it even more. Because imagine just rapping along with it at work and you slip up. Like, they're definitely hearing you say it. Not
the one and only good thing I like about work is like, yo, I be saying some shit, and I ain't gotta look around and be like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said shit. I be laying it off. Old job used to be like, yo, can't do that. Here, I'm like, yo, I'll be laying it off. Letting the motherfucker off.
Letting the motherfucker off. All right, I feel you.
Yeah, man.
Yo, this guy's going in there bumping that Obi Trice song.
Which one? The fact I know Obi Trice.
There's the one on 8 Miles one where the whole time you just swore on the track. Like the chorus was just motherfucker.
That was Exhibit too.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up the track right now. So,
quick question: is Obi Trice a one-hit wonder?
Got some teeth.
Would
that be his?
Girl. What else we got?
But like, because are any of those considered a hit? And if one's considered a hit, are any of the others considered? Like, is he considered a one hit?
Not really.
Not really. What?
I wouldn't put him in the one hit wonder bell.
But are we not putting him in the one hit wonder because he has more than one hit, or his one hit doesn't make the cut?
He doesn't have any hits really.
Okay. I was just checking. I thought you were gonna pad the score for him and get him through, but all right,
no,
because I agree with that.
Yeah, I was outside for that.
Well, I mean, but yo, it was man. That was a hard year.
Maybe the setup, but even that's like pushing it.
That was a hard year for niggas, man.
No, it wasn't.
That was the year 50 came out.
Yeah, and Obi was fine because he was in the same camp.
Yo, I don't know what you talking about. If you were a G-Unit, you were getting laid down that year. Nobody was doing shit.
Not if you weren't in the same camp.
Yeah.
If you were in the same camp, it was fine.
I mean,
because they basically ran like a whole collective. Come on now, man. Like, see, we were just talking about y'all last week. Like, I remember vividly when everybody basically got the green light to go in on y'all.
Yo, Murder Inc. had some good records that came out that year too.
They did. And then that fucking 50 hurricane came in.
All right, here we go. I got it.
I remember this shit.
Oh yeah, no, this might be best one of my shit.
I remember this.
Who you be, motherfucker?
Motherfucker. I remember this.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the
that rhyme scheme being motherfucker is hilarious. Because I'm used to the other rhyme scheme.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
But first of all, I don't know how I remember that track.
That is weird.
When we're talking about it, but because that was not one of those tracks that everyone remembers, but I do remember that on the 8 Mile soundtrack. I think I played that track the most on that one. Like that might have been like one of the tracks that I would play on my like warm up. Like before I was about to play a sport. That was one of them in there. Just it was called Adrenaline Rush.
I think there was a Nas. Wasn't there a Nas record on that?
There was a Nas record. That was the Jay-Z disc.
Yeah.
Wanna Be Me. That was my favorite one on the 8 Mile soundtrack.
But
Emo soundtrack was
of
tough.
yeah.
Anyway.
Speaking of one hit wonders, who's got the best one hit? We're doing this bracket, right?
Yeah. We were supposed to do this a while ago. The reason why we keep getting jammed up is because we can't decide on what is a one hit one. Y'all
You have not run. How many songs have you run?
I had a whole bracket. I had like 25 records.
Hold on.
The only issue was
we're gonna scare all the hoes off right now. So yeah. Anyways, continue.
Yo, you said hoes. I'm shocked.
No, I came to this epiphany, right?
Yo, the man go to the strip club one time.
One time.
You see
No,
this?
because what's it called? Being there triggers some other memory, and it's a story I've already told in the podcast. I'm not gonna repeat it no more. But that's pretty much what I did. Unnecessarily. Yeah. Scare the hoes off.
Oh man.
Anyways, yeah.
That's rough. No, the only reason why we haven't done it is because every time I suggest one, y'all go, nah, they have another hit. And I'm like, well, what? Like,
all right, well, I'm like, we gotta talk about this.
A street record. I mean, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I appreciate people appreciating me putting respect on Ciara's name last week.
It was necessary.
Because it's definitely necessary. She was one that gets overlooked for all the other stuff.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, we gotta do it. If you ask me who's the greatest one-hit wonder, it's Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. That's the greatest one-hit wonder song ever.
That might be.
It would technically be hip-hop too, because every time you used to download from Livewire, it was either risk of getting that song, the actual song, or Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
You're stupid.
So for me, the top two, like if you know when you go in and there's like one seeds on, like for March Madness, there's one seeds on each bracket.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be on one, and Party All the Time is gonna be on another. Is the next one.
Party All
Nappz.
the Time is probably my number one hit wonder.
So those would be two. I gotta figure out the other two, but that would be
that festival you were talking about, the '90s festival. I've just finally saw the flyer.
I wanted to go to it. The friggin' tickets were $100, and I was like, I can't. In my head, I can't rationalize me spending $100 for it.
Well, what's it called? I think the act you wanted to see just dropped off, so it doesn't matter.
They're doing it across Canada.
Hardaway.
What?
Hardaway dropped off.
Hardaway's dropped off, but they still have Venga Boys. They still got Aqua.
No,
they still have Ace. They still have Ace of Base. Like
Ja Rule now.
Ooh, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yo, all right, get a bag. I ain't mad. Yeah.
Right,
okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys a question real quick.
Okay, please.
This conversation happened post recording a chat room because we recorded next week's episode yesterday, right? Of the time of this recording. So the question was asked because and we're gonna get into it so we can transition into it. We were talking about the Verzuz and the talks that was happening, but MJ brought up a question, and I'm gonna pose it to you guys. Who wins, Usher versus Justin Timberlake? Because Justin Timberlake can draw from the NSYNC bag too. I said Usher, but I said it's gonna be a lot closer than people think.
Yeah. That white boy gets busy, man. Like
those first two albums were actually kind of hard.
Like you gotta think Senorita, Cry Me a River. You gotta think you gotta think My Love. You gotta think
that whole Crazy Sexy, or what was it? No, sorry, Future Sex
Love Sounds.
Yeah, Future Sex Love Sounds.
Justified. Yeah,
that one. The one album I mentioned like goes. There's
because that's the track. That's the one with Future Sex with was
Doug.
it Future Sex or Love, Sex and Magic with Ciara?
I don't even think
there's a.
I don't even think
Dog.
there's a skippable song on there.
I couldn't get away from that album that entire year. No
No,
matter how I
it was
tried.
everywhere. It was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
Yo, you don't skip songs until the end, and I only skipped them because they were slow, and it wasn't the same.
And then you gotta think
Wasn't the same as the top
girlfriend.
half.
You gotta think bye bye bye. You gotta think
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's
Listen, man, NSYNC was like the first pop band I saw.
it was the first pop band that showed up on 106 in Park.
Yeah.
And
That
that's
white
back
boy
in the
was-
AJ
that's-
Free days. Like
It'll be a hard night for Usher, but Usher still squeaks out the win.
that's what I say. But I'd say it's a close battle.
Which I see where you're talking about the transition, because when the first time that this Puff JD thing came up and everybody was like, "Yo, JD, chill," I was like, I don't know if it's my South bias, but I don't know if it's not a blowout like niggas is saying it's a blowout.
I have it.
I'll take it back. By the way, I think I said I didn't want to see it. I do want to see this, and I want to see
It's
this
a good
live.
time.
I think that
Yeah.
Puff might be the best salesperson because he sold me to watch it. Your arms are too short to box with God. Yo, Dre, where you at? I'm gonna beat you with just Mary and Biggie records.
That was cute.
He
That was
can do
cute.
it too.
That's where he lost me when he said, "I'll just beat you with Mary and Big records." I was like, damn, we're really not gonna talk about Janet. We're not gonna talk about Usher. We're not gonna talk. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay, dog.
So his
Off
You
the-
take,
off the
you
rip-
take Big
hold on,
off
hold
the
on, hold on.
table?
Hold on. Off
But,
the
I
rip,
mean-
I'm just thinking. That's 5 Biggie records that you're gonna have a hard time beating.
Yeah, he's gonna
I
have a
have
hard time beating.
I
got
anyone.
I have 7 Biggie records.
Big records?
That
Which
yeah.
ones?
I have Hypnotize.
Oh, obviously.
I have Juicy.
hmm
I have Sky's the Limit.
Yeah.
I have Victory.
Victory. Yeah. Victory was on my list. Yeah.
I have One More Chance.
Yeah.
I have Dead Wrong.
Big Papa.
I have Big Papa. The reason why I have Dead Wrong is because I'm not thinking of just the original. I'm thinking the remix.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the M version.
The M version.
is a cheat.
That's
M
what
is
came
a
to-
cheat.
That's the one
Yeah.
that plays everybody.
That's what came.
Yeah.
That's what came to me. My mind.
M's
when
a
you said
cheat
it.
code, and then Big Papa, and that's just big records.
Yeah.
I think those are hard records to beat.
More money, more problems.
More Money, More Problems.
Yeah, I thought that was a
Yeah.
given. I would have swapped the original one you said before, more money, more problems. I'd swap one of
Dead
those
Wrong?
out and just any one of those. I'd swap out any one of those that you said to put in Party and Bullshit, just
can
so
add that.
that. I mean, well, yeah. I would add Party
add
and Bullshit to that, just so that he can keep Big in that New Jack Swing sound. So.
Yeah. And then for Mary, I look at like
Mary.
We
Man,
can't. We
it's
can't.
Mary.
We're not even going to go into Mary's catalog. Mary's,
You guys watched the live between them?
yeah.
No.
I watched it after. It was. I just wish Puff had better connection.
Yeah. I mean, it was a nice throwback.
I liked the part I said this on the chat room. My favorite part was when Puff said to him, "Yo, you're not gonna play any records? All right, I'll play your record." And he played Welcome to Atlanta, the remix. And he goes, "You know what? I'm gonna get to the best part of it." And then he goes to his verse.
The only thing, like, I was like, this is a good matchup. I actually am very sold on it. Was when what made me go, oh, Puff is gonna get this, was when Puff played the Mary record, and both Snoop and Fat Joe started singing
Yeah.
with their eyes closed.
Yep.
So you know when you sing with your eyes closed, like, yo, like you feeling the record. I was like, oh no.
Yo, Kino, do you remember
gonna be long.
Mary's performance at the BET Awards?
Vaguely.
Okay. I suggest everybody go back and watch it, right?
The most
There
recent one?
was 2 years ago, I think it was.
Okay.
Right? If you look on YouTube, you'll see it. It's just search Mary J. Mary J performed her own tribute. So like
As she should.
she was like she
Oh,
was like
yeah,
no one
yeah, I remember that.
she was
I
like
remember that one.
she-
Yeah, I remember that one.
she was like no one else is doing my tribute. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do my
yeah.
own tribute, right?
Yeah, I remember that one.
I feel that.
And there was a part where was it I'm Going Down or
What's the 411?
it's I'm Going Down. And you know how it has like that Young and the Restless beginning to it? It's like dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I know which one. Yeah,
The crowd started singing louder than Mary could sing, and Mary had the mic. At one point, Mary just stopped and just was like, her ad lib was literally just sing to me, right? Because the crowd was going crazy, and this was crowds from so many different age groups, singing it word for word on key.
I realized Mary has an effect.
Like, it was,
Mary has an effect.
Absolutely. But I mean, like I said, I mean, it's a hard night, but I don't like the JD slander. It's like,
can I tell you what I think the matchup should be? I think Dre, Diddy.
Yep.
Because they both have untouchable people.
Yep.
So you have Big and Mary for Puff. You have Snoop and Tupac.
Yep.
For Dre. They are, because remember, when Snoop did his verses against X, he was just trying to make people remember Doggy Style. Like he was like, I was here, but Snoop's catalog is way too massive compared to what he did in the verses.
That's a fact.
But I think if I was JD, he might think this might be below him, but is it Trackmasters?
I feel that. Tone and Poke, I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I think that would be a even match. That's
a good matchup
for him.
That's a good matchup, actually.
It's a good matchup.
Or Dark Child. Jermaine Dupri.
That's pretty tough. Okay, so what is it that makes you guys have so much pushback against the JD Puff one? Y'all feel like Puff just got too many weapons, too many guns? It's not even?
No, Puff's got bigger guns. Not too many guns. Puff just got bigger guns.
I think JD has to pull from too many bags.
Mm-hmm.
Right? To steal rounds, to attempt to steal a round or win a round, right?
But hold on, even the way, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I mean, even the way that you said that just now, it feels like it's slanted because you said JD would have to pull from too many bags. My look at it would be JD's got so many bags to pull from. Immediately it sounds like a negative.
No, we're giving him credit for it. I'm giving him credit for that. But I'm saying that
you're going against Puff.
I'm saying that he has, and I get exactly what you're saying, and I know how it comes off like it sounds like it's a slander, but that's not what it is. That's more credit to him.
No, it's more props.
But I'm saying that the stuff that Diddy's been a part of is way too many nukes compared to you. When we have those discussions about nukes when we're going into verses, normally when we go into verses, we might go, this person has 4 nukes, 5 nukes, right?
Yeah.
We're saying right now off of 2 people, those are. We said 7 for, we said 5 to 7 for Big, and we just said Mary. We didn't even say account for Mary. We just said Mary, right? So that is where I think where that might be the little bit of a problem, right? Because Puff going first and Puff playing a Mary track, it's very hard for a next track to go.
Puff could go first, drop victory, and be like, go ahead. Beat this.
Like it's just I think Jermaine Dupri is one of the best ever. Amazing. And like we are never discrediting anybody.
Never.
If they were to do it, it could not be a 20 track. It would have to be like a 40 track versus. And I
ain't trying to hear 40, but that makes sense. But I ain't trying to hear 40.
I think if they're smart, and if Versus is smart, what they would do is do this on a festival stage.
Yeah, stadium
where you can have where you can have Jermaine Dupri bring out The Brat, where you can have Jermaine Dupri bring out Escape, where you can have Jermaine Dupri bring out Bone Crusher if he needs to, Usher if he needs to, Monica if he needs to. Like if you go back and you check that 20 year anniversary of So Def, if he could bring out a crowd like that,
crazy, the crowd's gonna go nuts, and that'll take over for Diddy's showmanship.
Yeah,
I feel like the only it's just the way I am. But yeah, I think niggas is not giving JD enough credit, but also with this as it's one of those. About? What do you mean? Who am I talking? Did you see the internet talking?
No, I thought you were talking about us.
Oh, no, I'm not. Yo, listen. When it comes to this shit,
same internet that you said
talking to y'all.
This is the same internet that you said discredit the Biggie shit or whatever. I don't know. I can't remember.
The internet discredits everybody.
Yeah, I know. So take it with a grain of salt, man.
Yeah, but one, I didn't like that. But two, also, this is one of those things where I'm like, it's so difficult. At least it's difficult for me to enjoy it past, all right, just play a bunch of records. When we start dissecting shit, because I never know what anybody's allowed to play. If you breathe on a record, you're allowed to play it. If you produce a record, like if you executive produce, you're allowed to get the shit off.
Well, Diddy's about to break those rules, right?
I mean, if you do that, like, yo, tell me who beats Jimmy Iovine. Like, I mean, like, we're going, like, it's all right.
But you see, this is the thing. That was the problem with the verses that they had for Neo.
Yeah,
the songwriting one that they did for Neo against Jonte Austin. Jonte Austin schooled Neo, but if you put Neo up against anybody else, Neo was smoking people, like off of his own singles, his songwriting singles. You just can't go up against Jonte Austin. So some of
they gotta give Neo a rematch on something.
Neo has to do a rematch.
Like he's got to do something.
But but I'm saying
Him and the Dream
would be perfect.
Yeah, that should be kind of good.
Him and the Dream would be perfect.
I feel like Him and the Dream. That's really just a Dream tribute. Just because niggas don't really realize like how much the Dream's pen is touched.
No,
yeah, exactly.
We realized.
No, casuals. He's saying casuals don't know how much Dream record has.
And when I say casuals, I'm usually talking about casuals when it comes to these verses, because like niggas that know the catalog, they make their predictions, then they watch it to see if the records play. Or at least that's what I do, because I already like niggas that already know. If I know both those dudes' catalogs, it's like, fam, like the Ja Rule, Fat Joe one.
Fat Joe.
I didn't watch it because I was like, I know what y'all should play. I know how to make Ja Rule win. I know how to make Fat Joe win.
Know how to make Ja Rule win.
Hey man,
yeah.
Hey, that's not my bad. That's not my bad.
Jada won 3.
Like, that's not my problem.
Jada Kiss has won 3 verses.
Exactly.
That's true.
Like but that's not my problem. What I'm saying is like when I really know dudes' catalogs, it's like I'll just make my list and it's like y'all play whatever you want, because who dresses fly, who brought out who remembered their lyrics, who performed better. Those are all X factors I don't have. But that's the thing that makes it fun. That's the thing that makes this fun, right? Yeah.
Like I was having this argument with Mike about the Lock Dipset shit, because he was like, yo, it's a lot closer than people think. And I'm like, but when you factor in showmanship, that takes you way over. Yeah. All of a sudden you're losing points you don't have.
Yeah.
When you can draw somebody out of their character, that plays a factor. It's the same thing like battle rap, right? Yeah. Like when you're watching battle rap and you see a person that's normally calm the whole time, talking through somebody's verse or whatever, that round goes to the person that's causing you to come out of your character. Not because your verse was better.
Yeah, no.
It was
how's the crowd receive you? Yeah, how's the crowd receive you?
And based on that, I'm gonna have to. I would roll if a gun was pointed in my head. I would roll with Diddy on the Diddy versus JD thing. But just based on music, man, y'all.
Well, we're not talking about music no more. We went past that.
Yeah, and I guess that's what my pushback with verses is all the time, because I can anybody versus anybody. You can make anybody versus anybody win if the stars align and they get on their P's and Q's and really and and somebody else is having a bad day.
But we've seen the whole spectrum of a person that has way more hits lose to a person that does not have the hits because they're saving some of the hits. We've seen people
run out of records.
We've seen people run out of record. We've seen ultimate showmanship. We saw 2 Chainz bring out strippers, and Rick Ross sit down there and get a massage and won off of
that's
a
still
back rub.
One of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen in my life.
Do you know? Like you
we
gotta
can't be friends after that. I'm telling you right now, Kino. If we do a versus and you get a back rub, like fam,
you are
turn the mics off. We gotta square up.
You got like one of the best records out. You're performing your heart out, then I'm just like, right here.
No. Like turn these mics off. Like we gotta go square up. Like this one's for the culture. Like we're not doing this.
I mean, if you start your verses with BMF, I mean.
We've even seen verses from 2 different sides of the world.
Yeah.
And one person came in a lot closer because they had the crowd right there rocking with them, and the other person wasn't there, right? Like we've seen.
I'm so upset. Why couldn't Eve make it to New York, man?
New York, Miami. Philly, whichever one. Miami doesn't matter.
But like she could have gone to Chicago and got some of that.
They did a hell of a job with that though. I still can't.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
that
was impressive.
They killed it. They killed it. But like we've seen that. We've seen the people in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
And just we saw the Beanie Bounty where you couldn't even really decide a winner because they just kept going back and forth.
Yeah, that shit was a performance.
It was just a show, right?
I realized
that was a clash.
They don't count to me. They really don't count to me because one didn't outperform the other. They made a cohesive show, and I mean, I know for a fact they didn't get in the room and be like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. They fed off each other off of a rivalry forever, which brings me to if Ja Rule and 50 could put their shit aside for like. Nah, you're right.
But even if that was if they were able to put their differences aside to do it, it would not even come off like Beanie Bounty because Beanie Bounty as reggae artists, they know how. Remember, there was like 20 minutes where they didn't actually perform a track. They were just freestyling back and forth.
No, that's what I was talking about.
Trying to think, the whole showmanship was just different. That was tough, right? Like you knew you're supposed to go song for song, but then as Jamaican artists, you hear a beat, you're like, I gotta go spit something. Right. Then somebody else will go spit something. Then you're like, all right, hold on, wait, what? Like, can we get back to this verses?
And that's the reason why that shouldn't even count as a versus. That was just a that was.
I count that as a versus because that was a turning point. I think that's when versus basically was like, all right, this is the next step of evolution now.
Because remember, before those are all Instagram ones. We had poor audio quality between 112 and Jagged Edge. We had poor internet quality between Nelly and.
Don't call them 112.
Oh yeah, sorry,
that was not 112.
We have.
Yeah.
It was 112.
Okay, y'all hear Dru Hill say,
we have
Jagged Edge 50, and 112 needs to get together.
It was Jagged Edge. It was Jagged Edge versus 56.
That was disrespectful.
Yeah, it was 50. Yeah, it was 56.
That was good math. Shit. I forgot about it.
That's quick math, man.
You just got it. Like, honestly, though, let's get to what you just brought up.
My bad. I can see that.
Let's get what you brought up because. This is the problem that people don't understand about the Dru Hill situation. Cisco created a new Dru Hill.
I was gonna say,
and Cisco created a new Dru Hill, and most people might not know this group.
I don't know this group.
With a group named Playa.
I recognize one guy.
With a group named Playa, and the group. From play and for most people might not know what track Playa did. So I'm
no more shopping spree.
No
midnight. That's not them.
That's not. Playa.
That's who?
All right, I'm gonna play you the beat for Playa.
Really?
It was a one-hit track called "Cheers to You"
Oh,
and that is who he brought on as the new Dru Hill.
man. I was thinking,
I know which one you're thinking of. Not Rough Ends. You're thinking
Rough
Ends.
Rough Edges?
Rough Ends. No,
Rough
Rough
Ends.
Ends was last night. No, that was which one was?
We're gonna get killed.
Hey, listen, man. I'm deferring to y'all with R&B.
It was Rough Ends. It was Rough Ends. I
good.
did no more. I was thinking.
Oh, they're going on the list. They're going on the one hit wonder list. Like, I'm sorry, that song's tough.
The one that I was thinking of, I will tell you right now, which I was going in between. As yet.
What name is that?
It was last night.
Shit,
I was so it was between the two that I had in my head.
Yeah.
But it was Rough Ends that did no more.
When you played that record just now, I thought they were Parlay for a minute. There's a lot of R&B groups that got busy in the 90s, yo.
Oh, if you want to talk about one-hit wonders, we could go right into the 90s and just pull a bunch of R&B groups.
Facts.
Came up.
But wait, sorry, my bad. So the guys in Dru Hill right now, the ones that showed up, those aren't the original members?
So the ones that showed up in those videos in the thing, it was two of them that were the original members. So it was Woody and Cisco.
Who's Woody?
Woody was the chubbier guy.
Okay, there you go.
In the video.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait,
so then
you gotta have a big guy.
The fat Christian nigga?
Yeah,
that's Woody.
You have to have that in like an R&B group in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Because remember,
or a really tall baritone.
Remember, Dru Hill stood out because Woody kept up with all of those guys on the dance moves. So everyone was like, okay, they're synchronized, right? Like he never missed a step. Like he was there with them in every video. So
shout out to all the fat niggas that can dance. Y'all don't get enough credit.
Shout out to one of the weirdest beef ever, Cisco and Nokio versus R. Kelly and I forget who was on
Cisco's
R. Kelly's side.
I remember that. That was like such a weird thing to say. Dude was over there talking about candles and roses and something like that, and then turned around and said Cisco's album flopped. I was like, oh, okay. Shit. Fuck.
Which one? Enter the Dragon or the second one?
The second one.
Two?
I think there's a second one.
No, the first one went platinum. The second one.
I was gonna say the first one was fine.
It was.
Yeah, he had.
What's the strength of thought song?
No, because you got Incomplete.
The remix?
He had, like,
yo, you're an idiot. Yo, Kino's not on his soundboard shit because he's been saying some flagrant shit.
Yo, Incomplete was a crazy track.
No, Incomplete. I love that record.
You know what? I remember that just because he had on that turtleneck.
I have some trauma to that record, but I love that record.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. The person that I want like a mini versus for is Deborah Cox. You gotta give that girl her flowers, man. Deborah Cox and
Tamara. Does that work?
Tamara.
I feel like that works.
Tamar?
Is that how you?
Are you talking about
Greg
the
Hill?
Braxton sister?
Tamara.
Oh,
Tamara
Tamia.
Holy shit! Who are these women we're talking about? That's three of them. Tamia, Tamar. There's a lot of women.
Tamar is Tony Braxton's sister.
No, I'm not talking about her.
Tamar Braxton.
I'm not talking about her.
So you're thinking Tamia. I think that would be a good versus, but that's a mini versus. That's definitely a mini versus. Yeah. But like Tamia has records. Like that's a problem. But
yeah,
I think Tamia has more records than Deborah Cox. But Deborah Cox, Deborah Cox's Nobody's Supposed to Be Here album was fire. But then Tamia has the Tamia album, which is
that was a tough album too.
Yeah.
Who beats Tony Braxton?
That is a name that hasn't been brought up. I don't know why.
Because people recognize Tony Braxton for just the old tracks.
Yeah.
Right? Like the Unbreak My Heart.
That self-titled album was like.
Yeah. Like the Tony Braxton album alone is classic. But her new album, Say My Name, Spell My Name, I mean. I always say My Name. Spell My Name was really good.
Well, that's how recent is that? That one's after that Babyface one that got produced, right? Right after she got a divorce.
The Spell My Name was last year, I think, or 2019.
Okay.
Like,
that is the recent one.
Yeah,
that one was good.
That one was good. She also has hits from like was it Man Enough for Me that came out like early 2000s? Like she
Hit
has
the Freeway.
Yeah, she has hits spread out. Thing. I just think people only recognize her and put respect on her name for that first album, which is the problem why people don't know who to put her up against. I would put Tony up against Tamia.
That's a long night for Tamia, man. That's a long night for Tamia. No disrespect.
It is.
Yeah.
But I think Tamia has some of those. Oh,
Tamia's got enough records, but that's a long night.
This might sound weird. But I would put Tony up against Fantasia.
Fantasia got enough?
Fantasia has records. It's
no,
just,
but she has enough.
I don't know if they're considered hits like people think.
Yeah, nah, because this becomes a nuclear. This becomes a nuclear.
Fantasia writes too.
Oh,
that's a problem.
Okay, so that makes
so I would either put I would put, but I still have Tony up there as like winning.
Yeah, because Tony's got the more recognizable records.
Do you think Tony and Keisha could have went?
Keisha Cole?
I'm just asking, just general question. Like
sonically, I can hear it. Yeah. I can hear it, but you know what? I'm biased. I can't think of anybody that's not on the untouchable list that can beat Tony Braxton.
Beat Tony. Yeah, no, that's
they
the problem.
Try to fight from my heart.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I would have liked Tony and Monica.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that too. I was actually thinking that too.
I don't know, man. Monica kind of struggled to get 20.
Well, I know why Nappz is saying that, because Monica's first album, her self-titled album, if you just play that album, like musically, that fucking album goes from beginning to end. Same with Tony Braxton's first self-titled album. So like I was saying before, with the verses, they need to do a lot more gimmicks and symmetry things before they try doing that shit. That is a gimmicky and very symmetrical verses.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to say this before they decide to do whenever they decide to do JD and Diddy, because I think this is going to be the inevitable thing. They got to do the producer battles again. Just to lead up to it. Just to lead up to it. I think
they do.
Let Just Blaze get back out and try to fucking go against Bink.
Oh, that
let's
would
solve
be a
this
good
once
one.
and for all. Yeah.
That'd be a tough one.
Once and for all.
Just Blaze and Bink. I think that would be a good one. I would like Just Blaze versus Justice League.
That would be a good one too.
That tough.
Would be a good one too. That would be hard. Actually,
I would like Just Blaze versus Justice League. I would I think Tony could do. I was just thinking about somebody, and you guys can tell me.
Way to get the women back, Nappz. I like it.
Tony, I would like to see. I think Tony could be the first person in the intergender one. I would like to see Tony. Which one was the first one?
Alicia thing.
Oh yeah, second one. I would like to see Tony up against. I had two names in mind, so you guys tell me if I'm way off with this. Yeah. Tony versus Music Soul Child.
I like that.
Music hasn't done one yet.
Music hasn't done one.
I like that, but Music might get smoked.
Yeah,
but I like that. Like if they did that, like the Essence Fest, where there's a crowd.
And that's where I was going with my second one.
Yeah,
that was where I was going with my second one. Tony versus Maxwell.
So he's gonna duck D'Angelo.
Everybody's fucking that night. Everybody's fucking that night.
You just gotta show up.
Oh man, you just gotta show up and smell good. Like you gotta show up, smell good, and you can two-step. Oh, you about to get the anti-box, yo. Everybody's cutting that night. look at Nappz. I did not do that for that.
No. To tell you the truth, I was thinking that's why I said the Essence Fest.
Yeah,
because if you put those two up there on Essence Fest, because I was just thinking about names, like who I think could compete against Tony, and the problem that sometimes we have is we only think of the same gender to face the person, man. But her versus Maxwell up there performing classic hits.
Damn. Can you imagine the two of them doing something and you're there hugged up with
something nice and soft?
Something nice and soft, and you look across and you make eye contact with your ex, fam. You're having a whole.
I thought you were going a completely different direction.
I thought you
were going. fam. Maxwell and Tony Braxton. You're about to have an entire. You're about to have an entire relive your entire relationship over your date's shoulder.
Neno cleaned it up nicely.
Yeah.
Because the funny thing is that's not where I was going.
I was going completely different with that one.
He pivot when you called him out. When you called him out.
Yeah, he pivoted nicely because I was like, oh, hey, I'm with that. That's
listen. Ever since I said Akon was wrong, and y'all told me all the problems that all of the numerous problems that rich people had, I knew okay, this is a new season of this shit. I'm the mature one.
By the way,
that's fine.
I still think that there's a few people that should have another versus. I think T-Pain needs another verse. Yeah, I think versus. I think Lil Jon definitely needs another little versus.
Who's John gonna go against though?
I would put. If it was up to me, I would put Lil Jon versus Juicy J.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm with that.
That's a good one.
I'm with that because Lil Jon's gonna be able to sneak out ones that I forgot about, and Juicy J is gonna be able to. That'd be like a couple out that I've forgotten too.
That would actually be live to watch.
That would, yeah.
That's a good one. T-Pain does need one. I think T-Pain that was such a bad matchup.
Who's T-Pain matched up with again?
Lil Jon.
Yeah,
he didn't stand a chance.
I think T-Pain
needs a rematch too.
I think T-Pain would have stand a better chance. He had Scott Storch.
That was terrible too.
You know what? I can see why that looks good on paper. Even though even looking back on it, I can see why that looks good on paper.
Yeah. The problem with some of the verses is you gotta look at the regions of where they're going to, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you had like the New Orleans, the South rooting for Manny.
Mm-hmm.
But Scott Storch has like Miami. Scott Storch has New York. Scott Storch has LA. He had like more of the bigger crowds, right? Mm-hmm. So like it's
Yeah,
I think there's a few people. There's a few people that I think that should have another versus. I would even if you matched up, and this might sound weird, but even if you were to match up, T-Pain with Neo, that would be a better matchup for both of them compared to who they actually had.
Yeah.
I like the Neo Dream one.
I like the Neo Dream one too. I'm just saying if they didn't want to bring in, because remember Triller gives all the people that are doing it a equity stake in it, right? So if you didn't want to
rematches,
if you don't want to make it super like bring in all the artists to get a piece of it, and you want to keep it with the artists that are already getting a piece, then I would go Lil Jon, not Lil Jon. I'd go T-Pain, Neo as an easier matchup than the matchup that he had against Jonte Austin, because that was unfair.
How do we feel about Kerry Hilson Neo?
Ooh,
I think Neil smokes Carrie Hilson.
You think so?
Like smokes her.
I think Neil smokes Carrie Hilson.
I don't know. When it
And
comes
the reason
to writing credits, I don't know enough
there's only
about
one.
their writing
There's only
credits,
one problem.
Neil has Beyonce records.
Carrie Hilson has always been hated because they thought that she was hating on Beyonce. So as soon as Neil plays,
yo, listen, Beyonce.
I'm not saying things.
No,
I'm
I'm not talking about anybody.
If Neil starts the verses off with one Beyonce record, that's all downhill for Carrie after that. It's a crazy uphill battle at that point.
Like Carrie's good, and Carrie should get a versus.
Carrie should definitely get a versus, but
here's a bad matchup. Dream's a bad matchup. Maybe Sean Garrett?
As long as Sean Garrett doesn't get drunk again.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Because he lost the verses for himself. Like,
you know what?
He got back.
You know what I realized? You know what I
Dream ran
realized?
out records.
Hold on. You know what I realized? Because of Sean Garrett, we should give Jadakiss another win.
Definitely. Yeah.
He gets another win.
Do we think here's a weird matchup, but I think that this might be good. Neo versus Jeremiah. Because the writing cred that Jeremiah has, the feature bag that Jeremiah has, and his actual tracks. Because remember, Jeremiah, or you could even go Jeremiah T-Pain because of the who?
Omarion.
No, don't disrespect Jeremiah like that.
What do you mean? So then Trey.
Jeremiah Trey would be better.
You know Trey who?
But
no, don't Trey against who?
Jeremiah.
That's gonna be unfair, just because that, you know why? Okay, that gets unfair because when we start talking about the X factors, Jeremiah can start pulling records that he has writing credits to. Trey's gonna sing all of his records. Yeah, but Trey can perform every one of his records.
And Jeremiah can't?
Jeremiah can't perform the ones that he's penned. It's really hard to stand next to Trey and play a record and then have this nigga croon and all the panties go on the stage. Like it's a hard night. But again, that gets to, those X factors are what wins battles.
So let's end this here. Let's ask the people to let us know what verses they would like to see. Like what verses are coming up or not even coming up, but what verses they would like to see. If there's any person that did a versus before that they want to see with a different matchup, let's do that.
Yeah.
Hit the DM.
Hit the DM. Tell us why we're fucking wrong.
Yeah. Also, August Alsina said that the next album will be his last album and you'll never see him again.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless. So I'm pretty sure Kino said that now that Donda's out, that Kanye needs to go back on his meds.
Yeah.
By the way, talks with the Chatterbox let us know that they will drop before Kendrick drops.
Remains to be seen.
Yo, hey, after J. Cole just put out what he put out, I don't know. But okay.
J. Cole dropped twice.
Yeah, I love them niggas. So yeah, he was.
Yo, we do got to do a collab soon. We got to do another collab soon. Yeah.
So Kanye's out here. Kanye's out here spilling all his business. Well, not even just his business. So you know what? I'm just gonna say it. So Kanye came out here and said that he slept with Christina Milian, way back during his Pablo tour. I don't know if that's true or not. If it is true, good on you, Kanye. Except for the whole being married thing. But whatever. But anyway, I have a question for you guys. So you're hanging out with your boys, right? And you got a bad one in your closet.
Okay.
You get a little bit drunk and you talk about the bad hidden one that you had. Is it on you for speaking your business? Technically, is it your business? Is that a story that you are allowed to tell? On some
you need to clarify what the fuck you're talking about.
My question in response to that is, if you had that bad one in the closet that you never spoke about before, there's a reason why you didn't speak about it before. So So why is it when you're drunk you decide you wanted to speak?
Well,
about
because
that
now
way?
your situation is different.
I have another question actually.
Please.
Right? You two are in situations.
Am I?
I don't know. Anyways, one of you is in a situation.
I am in a situation, which by the way, we had like a knockdown blowout fight. So like I said, I might not be. Who knows? When
You're in
this
a
drops, I
toxic
might be
situation.
single as a fucking bird. But go ahead.
You're in a toxic situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, I'm DJing at Joey's Chinook this Friday.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay. Are y'all telling? Okay, Neno.
Yes.
Say we decide to go.
No, you can still ask me hypothetical.
Nappz, hypothetically.
Yeah.
Okay, so I go, yo, birthday trip, DR, let's go.
I'm going.
Is this conversation happening or is it dead on arrival?
I'm going.
No, I can
Okay,
get that
Nappz
off.
is going.
I can get that off.
You can get that off?
Yeah.
She has no idea what goes on there?
No, she knows what goes on there. But here's the thing.
Does
like,
she?
I can here's the thing. No, she does. I can get that off, but you gotta understand, like, I'm not like I don't get to do anything because it's like like
See the problem with
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
the problem that people have is that if you can't have that conversation with your can't have that conversation with your partner and you can go, that normally means that something's happened before or she just doesn't trust you. If you are trustworthy, it don't matter where you go. It doesn't matter what the distance is. You'll prove that you can go on the trip and nothing will happen.
See, that comes from a place of maturity and having good relationships and shit like that. Unfortunately, that shit's not cookie cutter, Nappz. Like,
but that also goes back on you,
guy, but yeah, me being a stand-up guy,
that goes back
great.
to you and who you choose.
Yeah, but me being a stand-up guy, that's great. But she comes with a whole other set of baggage all on her own.
So here's where I'll push back on that, because that goes back to who you choose. If you choose somebody that has a lot of baggage, then yes, you got to take the baggage that gets put onto you. You never had to make that decision to do that. You've seen earlier steps and earlier things about what she might have been gone through, and you would have known because those conversations are happening. If you don't have those conversations, then that's on you. So for me, I have those conversations all the time when it comes to whoever I'm talking to. So I know exactly what the issues might be or whatever.
You find out the red flags early?
I have to.
No, Nappz is right. You have to.
I
like the red flags. I like them. But
if you can't speak about your red flags and she can't speak about your red flags, then you guys aren't going to work because those red flags are gonna pop up. And you have no idea that those were actually things there, but you've moved in together. Then all of a sudden it doesn't work.
Then you got to go back to your apartment that you kept because you knew it wasn't going to work deep down.
Facts.
I'm just kidding.
Having to pay rent twice? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. Or your man's a landlord and always got. All right, we're done.
And the worst part is, most people right now, they jump into these stuff through the honeymoon stage and don't have actual discussions throughout it. So once the red flags pop up, they had no idea that the shit was happening. No, you gotta have those conversations. Like,
there's no time for conversations when you're fucking with no condoms for the first time.
That is true.
No time. Fuck these conversations.
Jesus Christ.
Conversations.
Also,
I want to have it. All right. Anyway.
On a complete random tangent, I just want to say, and we'll go back to the topic at hand. I'm very surprised.
Yo,
I mean,
who the Lord bless, no man will curse. Okay.
I mean, it's only been a couple, but
yo, fam, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm like dead ass. I'm not gonna hold you. Was it 2 days ago? What day is it? No, A day ago, yesterday, I literally was on the phone, dead ass, and being like, yo, I'm too old to catch an STD now. If I was supposed to get one, I should have got one before. Like, ain't no way I'm getting up at this age and having it burn when I pee. Like, that boat has sailed. I'm gonna start fucking with condoms.
Listen.
I'm gonna start fucking with condoms.
Yeah, no. That's the one thing I learned. I was like, no, I can't do this, man. I can't be out here risking this shit no more.
Yo,
the other day I went up to go pee, and I'm there standing pee, and my ankle hurt. I was like, yo, fam, imagine if my ankle hurt and it burned when I pee. Nah, nigga, I ain't doing this shit. Nah,
that is wild. Let me just
tweaked my ankle coming around the corner. Because I tweaked my ankle coming around the corner, and I was like, man, my ankle kind of hurts. Like, and it's it's throwing off my stream.
Why did your brain go to my pee?
Because it was pissing.
Because your ankle is very vulnerable spot.
Your ankle,
the next most vulnerable spot.
All right.
That's a very vulnerable thing.
Here's the thing.
And you have to pee. You can't not do it. You can't
I've been out here and I said, yo, could I mess with a girl in Alberta at this point right now? When I saw a news report that went up and said syphilis is on the rise out here, I'm like,
again? Yo. Oh, was it on the rise in New Brunswick?
It was there was a report in August that it was the highest that it's been since 1970, and I was like, yo, because people,
yo, Alberta can't get rid of racism, but they can bring back syphilis. All right, y'all niggas is wild.
People is fucking.
Yo, they wild.
Dog, in my job, man. In my job, man.
Yo, fam. Nah. Like, wait, which one has no cure? Is it syphilis or herpes that has no cure?
Herpes has no cure. Syphilis, you just need like shots for it. I think it is, or cream or something like that.
Yo, there is a. Have you ever been in a room with somebody with
the herpes?
Herpes? Is it? Herpes is that ointment that you can put on. Is that the one where you got to put on the ointment to make it?
Dog, I have no idea.
Right,
yo, dog.
All I know is one time I was sitting there and my man standing next to me is like, yo, this guy's got, I can't remember, one of the two. He's like, yo, he's got that. I was like, yo, how the fuck do you know? He's like, yo, I can smell it. I was like, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
He's like, yo, the medicine that they take, you can smell it. I'm like,
no,
I gotta go.
That's herpes.
It's herpes.
Herpes is the one where you can control the outbreak, but you can't stop.
Yeah. That's what he was saying.
Yeah,
that's what he was saying. He's like, yo, I got an employee who's got herpes. I was like, yo, fam, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. I gotta be.
I think that's a more mind-boggling thing than the fact that, was it 1 in 5 or 1 in 10 have herpes?
It's 1 in 6.
1 in 6. Jesus Christ.
Let me just it's 1 in 6 that has actual full-blown herpes. It's 1 in 3 that has lower form of herpes, which is like cold sores and stuff like that.
Fam, stop it. No, don't play that. Have you ever stopped and think like, yo, out of my 5 friends, which one of y'all niggas got it?
1 in 6.
You know how fucked up that is?
Yo,
1 in 6. If it ain't me, you're right, it's one of my 5 friends.
Yo, dog, if we weren't recording via Zoom, I ain't recording with y'all. I'm looking at the room. That podcast would be the wildest podcast. I'd just be looking in the room, not answering anything. Like, yo. So this man went to New York last week.
We ain't sharing no cups. Ain't sharing no drinks.
All right, you know what? All right.
Nothing is being shared.
Okay,
don't,
guys, we done here.
Don't offer me no drink.
Yeah,
don't offer me no drink. Yeah,
put your name on.
We're getting the red cup with the where you can write your name on it, all that stuff.
Get the red cup from Shoppers.
Like,
put your name on it.
Don't even touch my cup. Shit. Like, yo,
you gotta eat cereal with your hand. All right, we're done here, man. I'm done with y'all. We talked about
cereal with your hand.
Week.
Yo, I'm
talking about her. All right, yo,
dog. If I don't see you open the fresh box of cereal, I ain't eating from there. Just.
Yo, fam, just say God bless.
Don't touch none of the spoons.
Fuck, man, I'm gonna just get my car and go. But yeah, shout out to anybody with the hurt. And you know what? Let me take this time to say, gentlemen, go get your prostate exams. That's all I got.
Honestly, just everybody just be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I'll say. It's not wrong to wrap it up. So wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap
right?
it up.
As much as it sucks.
And when we mean wrap it up,
as much as it sucks.
and when we mean wrap it up, make sure you get your actual size. Don't make that shit slip off while you're in there. That doesn't protect you or them.
No.
Yeah. It doesn't even protect your fragile ego when you go ahead and pull it out, and then half of it is just hanging off like a.
Nope.
All right, what else we got?
Let's get to everybody's favorite segment of the week.
Oh man, I didn't even find mine. Yeah,
you guys go ahead and take time to find yours. I'm gonna go ahead and knock off this. Oh, you got? All right, let's do it. The Not So Soft podcast presents Tweets by Justin LaBoy. KG, please take it off.
This is not that good, but it's whatever. How the fuck does ID expire? I'm the same person for life. Justin, you kind of lacking this week.
Yeah, man. It is a legitimate gripe, but
all right, I got one.
Go ahead, Senator.
I can't date nobody ugly. My family and friends not going long as you happy me.
That is true. That is true. I remember the first time I brought a girl around. That was like my one fear.
I'm not gonna lie. Your mom looks like she'd do it too.
She would.
Dog. I remember. Bleep that. Believe that.
Yeah, we went with
it. Nah. You know what?
Oh shit!
Don't even bleep that. Just cut it. Just cut it. That whole segment.
Cut that whole shit out.
Yeah. Let's just show us laughing.
Yeah.
Oh man. You know what's funny though? My family would, just as long as you're happy me. They're not doing it to me.
Yo.
But you know why? Because I have no qualms about not speaking to my family. Be like, hey, yo, I brought this girl with linebacker shoulders here. Be like, Nino, what you doing with her? I don't ever have to speak to you again while I'm hitting this box. Like, I will just stop speaking to you. So,
Nino's parents are wild. I'll just let you know that. Nino's parents used to call me throughout high school, and literally the phone would ring. I'd answer the phone. Hello? Did you lose your virginity? No? All right. Okay. Dog, do you know how awkward Sunday dinners awkward Sunday dinners would be when they'd be like, yo, I got a drawer full of condom. Don't ask me no questions. Just grab it and use it. All right, cool. All right, we out here.
That's so much tamer than what my grandparents used to say.
So that just goes to show you. I like women with baggage. I don't fuck with condoms. That's how my parents were. I've been rebelling my whole life.
By the way, because both Kino because Kino said that his Justin LaBoy tweet wasn't that great, and Nino refuted my Justin LaBoy tweet. I have an extra Justin LaBoy tweet for you guys.
Bonus.
Right here you go. When you stop living in lust, you realize how uninteresting a lot of people can be.
I'm saying.
Justin got it with that one.
He did.
This has been.
This goes
Nonstop
back to my
Podcast.
whole thing, man. Conversation's dry. I don't give a fuck.
I told you just walk with lube. If you're gonna talk to women with dry conversation, that's fine.
Relax. Jesus
Yo, you should just keep living it. Just keep living in lust. I'm telling you.
Nah,
I
man.
walk up
man.
to her. I'm like, hey, what's your favorite? What's your favorite rap song? If she tells me "Party Up" and the ass is fat, it's like that's fine. All right, it's cool.
Nah, man.
We just don't have to talk. I'll get on the phone for like 45 minutes. What you doing? Nothing. What you doing? Nothing. I'll just fucking watch TV.
All right. Here's my question for you guys. Do y'all all have a body that you guys will never tell anybody, even if you're drunk?
Yes. Yes.
No.
That stays with me forever. Till this day. Till this day.
Yo,
I'm like,
Nino rubbed his eyes to the. Y'all are some wild people, I tell you. Y'all are some wild people, I tell you.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna get to this one last thing, and then Nino, you can get us to the quick shit, and then
get out of here.
All right. So I was watching Bachelor in Paradise, right?
Oh gosh.
And this one girl goes, this one guy is really good for me, but sometimes you can't trust your heart. You gotta trust your vagina.
What's her name?
She was like, when one person kissed her, it was okay. But when the other person kissed her, her vagina started to tingle, and she doesn't know what decision she should make, which guy she should choose.
She should go to the doctor and get some ointment for that.
All right, let's get to quick shit.
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck that shit. Let's get out of here.
Let me just get these off real
man.
quick. Rihanna's saying that her next album is going to be very, very experimental. So I might be wrong. We might get a Rihanna album, and I might be wrong.
You're good. No,
you might be right.
I'm not wrong.
No,
But
you're
it's fine.
gonna get Rihanna's album when you buy Fenty. It's just gonna be like the beat that Party Next Door produced that you can play when you open up the Fenty.
I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of
It would be dope.
That's kind of dope for her.
Yeah, Rihanna, hit me up. I got more ideas for you.
Yeah, goddamn right. Some quick shout outs. Shout out to Lil Nas X. Old Town Road is officially 15 times platinum.
And he gave birth to his album.
So yeah. Hopefully, hey, Kino, you wanna start hitting the round of applause for Lil Nas X real quick?
Oh, sure. Why not?
From my understanding, it's don't quote me if don't quote me, I could be wrong, but from my understanding, this is the highest level of platinum for a single.
It is.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive. Eminem stands believe that there is an album coming, so
probably there is.
There probably is. Also, shout out to Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. They are having a baby. Yes,
Jeannie Mai is pregnant right now. Yeah. And she said she didn't think she was gonna have a kid, but she's happy that she is.
And I'm happy for her. And that's all I got for quick shit, man. I really don't want to get into anything else.
Only thing I will say is for the quick shit is, and this is in my recommendation, go check out Dark Side of the Ring. It was, if you don't know what that is, it is them talking about the backstories about a lot of stuff that weren't knowledgeable to a lot of different people, but they just put out one, and it was from the Plane Ride from Hell. You can check it out on YouTube. And
that's a wrestling documentary, by the way.
It's a wrestling documentary, but it has actually changed the thought process on a lot of people. Tommy Dreamer got suspended because of his comments on it. Ric Flair had to put out a statement because of it. It ended up being a way bigger thing than I think that they thought it was going to be. But they also had the flight attendant that was on the flight and her telling her story. And no matter if you get drunk, high, whatever, before you take a flight, you should not act the way how they were acting on that flight. They said Scott Hall ripped her blouse, and then tried to like lick her titties.
All right, we're giving away too much.
It was just a lot, but go check it out just because of the fact that you can see how the drugs and alcohol ruined a lot of wrestlers' lives back in the day. Like Kurt Hennig passed away shortly after. There's a lot of stuff. And Kino, hit the applause button for AEW. They are doing a tribute to Owen Hart, even though Owen Hart wasn't even alive when AEW was started, but they just sold shirts, and all those shirts are going to the Owen Hart Foundation to help charities and other good stuff like that. So
they are doing the most to stick it to Vince,
as they should.
Oh, they are.
I'm always with sticking it to the regime.
They just brought in Brian. For most people that know him in WWE, they just brought in Daniel Bryan. They brought in Christian. They brought in Adam Cole. It's a difference when you're facing. It's a difference when you're facing somebody that actually has money too, because Vince for the longest time had a monopoly on wrestling, unless you were in Japan. But AEW is funded by the son of the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars and Liverpool soccer team. So they have the money to compete with WWE, and the ratings have actually come out that AEW's Wednesday night show has beaten Raw on three different weeks in a row. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Your recommendations?
On the block.
I'll go to my recommendation first. I recommend Money Heist season 5. Only 5 episodes came out for season 5. The second part will come out in December, but the way how they went crazy in the first half was insane. If you haven't watched it, I recommend people watching it with the Spanish speaking and just putting the English subtitles. But if you don't, either way, it works out. It was dope. I watched it on the flight to Toronto and back from Toronto. So yeah,
dope. You got one?
I'm a cop out. I got Archer. New season's out right now.
There's a new one.
Yeah,
there's a new season out right now. Yeah.
And they're getting back to what Archer should be. It looks like they're setting up a couple of fun storylines, so that's cool. Plus, Lana's the shit. So
check that out.
Shout out Alicia Tyler.
Yeah, absolutely,
definitely.
And I just wanted to do one more thing. I just recommend The Morning Show. It is back, season 2. For those that don't know what The Morning Show is, it's Jennifer Aniston, Steve Carell, Reese Witherspoon. It's on Apple TV. Go check it out.
Okay, dope.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Nappz, can you plug us up?
Do you have a...
No, he does not. Okay. Nappz, go ahead and get us plugged up so we can plug out.
All right, so make sure to check out Kino on Instagram and Twitter at KinoTG. Make sure to check me out on Instagram at The Senator. Check out Neno on Instagram at Not So Soft Pod. Make sure to check out Talks with the Chatterbox. Like I said, there's no beef. We just really want them to put out a new episode because they've been taking way too long. Check them out.
When they do put out a new episode, it's supposed to be fire. So
it's gonna be fire. So make sure to follow them on Instagram at Chatter Talks, and follow their website, chattertalks.tv. Just support the family. Make sure to check out the Chat Room Podcast. New episode comes out every Tuesday. The last episode we had Braden, who was a former college basketball player, got into a car crash, was told he wasn't going to walk again, and now he is a big-time lawyer. And it's just a good survival story.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that's about it for me.
That's what's up.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave some love for the hardest podcast on the planet. Yeah, guys, did we do it?
We did it.
We did it.
A little bit longer than the last episode, but we did it.
Definitely.
15 minutes, but we all right.
Yeah.
This has been the Not So Soft Podcast. That's it. That's all. Please remember to... Did I tell everybody to like, share, and subscribe? But no, more importantly, please remember... I hate Kino so much. You're so unencouraging. Please remember, like, share, and subscribe, and also wear a mask. Wash your hands, wash your ass, wear a mask, stay the fuck away from Kino, live dangerous, but stay safe, and come hang out next week.
Peace.
Peace. Oh, I want to say, yeah, we keep saying it every week, but for real, COVID is some real shit. Please put your mask on.
No,
For real. Keep your
fucking
distance too.
on.
Keep your distance.
And if you say you're doing research to find out whether or not the vaccines are good for you, like, really, just read. Like, for real, don't
Doug,
stop
you're not
asking
doing research,
people.
man.
Go
You're
and
not doing research. But that's neither here nor there.
True.
Anyways,
Niggas
peace.
acting like they're in like a lab, like with the microscope and shit. Like, just do some fucking reading, nigga. Like, this is not hard.